Have you ever stopped to wonder how a small island nation, with no oil reserves, no vast farmlands, and no sprawling territory, has managed to capture the admiration of the entire world? In a time when global powers rise and fall, and when many nations struggle with political instability, economic decline, or social division, Singapore continues to shine as a symbol of progress, resilience, and unity. What makes this city-state so unique is not just its skyscrapers, its technology, or its wealth, but the way it has turned its challenges into strengths, its limitations into opportunities, and its diversity into harmony. Singapore's journey has often been called a miracle, but it is more than that. It is a story of discipline, vision, and the determination of a people who refuse to be defined by their size or circumstances. From being a struggling port city to becoming a global financial hub, Singapore has rewritten the rules of what a nation can achieve in just a few decades. In 2025, the world doesn't just look at Singapore with respect, it looks at it with admiration, as a living example of how strong leadership, innovation, and unity can transform a country into a global powerhouse. So the question we explore today is simple but powerful: why is Singapore admired by the world in 2025? What lessons does this small yet mighty nation hold for countries that are much larger but still struggle with challenges that Singapore has already overcome? Stay with us as we uncover the 10 powerful reasons behind Singapore's global admiration, and discover why this little red dot has become a shining star on the world map. A model of stability. While many countries grapple with internal divisions and political turbulence, Singapore stands as a beacon of stability. Its governance is admired globally for being transparent, disciplined, and forward-looking. Leaders in Singapore focus not just on short-term popularity, but on policies that will safeguard future generations. This long-term vision has made Singapore a trusted partner for businesses, investors, and governments alike. Stability here is not just about order, it's about building an environment where people feel secure and confident in their future. An economic powerhouse. Despite its size, Singapore has become one of the world's most dynamic economies. It thrives as a global hub for finance, technology, and trade. Companies from every corner of the globe set up headquarters here, knowing that Singapore offers world-class infrastructure, connectivity, and a business-friendly environment. The nation's economic resilience, even in times of global uncertainty, shows how strategic planning and adaptability can turn limitations into strengths. A leader in innovation. Singapore's success isn't built on tradition alone, it is constantly reinventing itself. From smart city projects to advancements in artificial intelligence and green technology, Singapore pushes the boundaries of what a modern nation can achieve. Its commitment to research and development attracts the brightest minds from around the world, creating an ecosystem where ideas flourish. This culture of innovation ensures that Singapore remains ahead in an ever-changing world. A global trade hub. Located at the crossroads of Asia, Singapore has turned its geography into an advantage. Its ports and airports are among the busiest and most efficient in the world, making it a key gateway for international trade. Goods, people, and ideas flow seamlessly through Singapore, reinforcing its role as a bridge between East and West. In a world where connectivity is power, Singapore's role as a global trade hub is indispensable. An education success story. Singapore is admired for its world-class education system. Schools and universities here are known for producing individuals who are creative, disciplined, and globally competitive. Education is treated not just as a path to jobs, but as a foundation for lifelong growth. By blending traditional values with modern teaching methods, Singapore has created a system that inspires other nations to reform their own. Its success in education is a powerful reminder that investing in people is the best investment a nation can make. A cultural melting pot. In Singapore, diversity is celebrated, not feared. The country is home to people of different ethnicities, religions, and cultures, yet harmony prevails. This unity in diversity is one of the reasons the world admires Singapore. It shows that a nation can be strong not in spite of its differences, but because of them. Festivals of all cultures are celebrated, languages are respected, and traditions are preserved. This cultural balance makes Singapore a living example of peaceful coexistence. A green and clean nation. Singapore is not only a modern city, it is also a garden city. While rapid urbanization often comes at the expense of nature, Singapore has proven that progress and sustainability can go hand in hand. Green spaces, parks, and vertical gardens blend seamlessly with skyscrapers. Environmental policies ensure that clean air, water, and urban planning remain priorities. The world admires Singapore for showing that a highly developed nation can also be deeply committed to sustainability. A safe haven. Safety is one of Singapore's most admired qualities. The country is consistently ranked among the safest in the world, with low crime rates and strong law enforcement. But beyond strict rules, it is the collective respect for community values that makes Singapore so secure. Citizens and visitors alike feel at ease, knowing that they are in an environment where peace and order are respected. This reputation for safety adds to Singapore's global admiration. A trusted international voice. Singapore may be small, but its diplomatic influence is significant. It acts as a neutral ground for international dialogue and often plays a role in mediating global issues. By maintaining balanced relationships with both East and West, Singapore has positioned itself as a trusted voice on the world stage. Its ability to remain neutral, pragmatic, and respected in international affairs highlights the power of smart diplomacy over sheer size. A vision for the future. Perhaps the most admirable thing about Singapore is its unwavering focus on the future. While many nations struggle with short-term challenges, Singapore invests heavily in long-term goals, whether in technology, sustainability, or human capital. Its leaders constantly ask, what will Singapore look like decades from now? This future-oriented vision inspires not just Singaporeans, but people around the globe who see in Singapore a blueprint for what is possible when a nation dares to dream big. And there you have it, the 10 reasons Singapore is admired by the world in 2025. But as we reflect on these qualities, it becomes clear that Singapore's story is not just about skyscrapers, financial success, or world-class infrastructure. It is about resilience, vision, and the collective spirit of its people. This nation has shown that progress is not defined by natural resources or land size, but by discipline, values, and the ability to adapt to change. From political stability to economic strength, from innovation to sustainability, and from cultural harmony to its global voice, Singapore has set a standard that many nations aspire to follow. Yet, what makes it truly admirable is not that it has reached the top, but that it continues to look forward, never resting on past achievements. It constantly reinvents itself, ensuring that future generations will inherit not just wealth, but a nation that is prepared for the challenges ahead. The admiration for Singapore goes beyond its borders. It inspires nations around the globe, proving that greatness does not always come from size, but from vision. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson Singapore offers, that with unity, determination, and a clear plan for the future, even the smallest of nations can leave the largest impact on the world stage. So, as you think about Singapore's story, ask yourself this: could your country follow the same path of discipline, innovation, and unity? Or is Singapore's journey truly one of a kind? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories from around the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and never stop discovering.